getting old, shit. It's getting old. So, oh man. But you know, fuck it. I don't care. I won't be caught dead being caught dead. Uh, my grandma used to say, don't slow down. Just keep going. Gotta power through it. Keep going when you get older. Because when you do, then you get all stove up and body doesn't work like it used to. And I should have listened to my grandma years ago. I was hard on my body, man. Hard on my rough. I mean, I wonder sometimes how it is that. I mean, I'm just almost. I'm almost 50 years old. 50. I'm at that point in time in my life where, I understand. I get it. Like I feel all the pains, and I'm losing my eyesight, shit like that, And when we were kids, which seemed like just a couple of years ago, watching our folks go through this stuff, and maybe we picked up on it a little more than others, and whatever. But think about how it is that I'm even. I mean, we are resilient creatures, but what I don't get, and I don't know if I'm trying to find the answers to this or not, but I don't think I will, is how is it that some of us can be so resilient and we neglect our bodies, and we're so hard on ourselves where we shouldn't be as fortunate as we are, to still be kicking. And then there's some of us that, watch what we eat and play our cards right and do everything right and all that, and end up fucking deader than a doornail. So I guess that's the whole reasoning behind the way some, like I think, look, I could tomorrow be my last day. I'm gonna make the best of it, as much of it as I can. I don't do it like I say I'd like to. None of us do. There isn't if there's any of us out here that treat each day like it's our last, truly, I mean 100%, like tomorrow's my last day on earth. What am I going to do with the day? That's not what I'm going to get up and go about doing tomorrow. It'd be nice, maybe. I mean, it makes sense. That's what we should do, but we won't. We all think we got just a little more time, and then we don't. You never know when our card gets pulled, All I know is something I should have probably said years ago. I remember growing up, teenager and all that. There was, we had a pretty good crew, friends. We're all pretty tight, we hung out, there's, there you got your different groups, and I was like the leader of the rednecks. And then there's like, you got your jocks, and then you got the whatever, all the different groups, and all the leaders of them all, like we all hung out. We were tight friends. Most of them are gone. Like 90%. And they started dropping a long, long time ago. I think Budman was the first to go. You know, and hell, he wasn't 18, 19 years old, I think. 19, 20. I know he wasn't 21. And you know, it just kept happening from there. And then Fat Dave, you know, and then it just kept going and going. And then, you know, even when I moved away and then, you know, I had other friends, I had new friends. And then they all start dying. Marty, and Big Love, and DB. You know, I look at like pictures that I've got from the past, and any of them with any of my friends in there, I'm the only one left. The only fucking one. Why, I don't know. I hadn't been taking care of myself better than they had. I hadn't done anything different than they had. In fact, I probably done worse. I mean, I don't understand it. I'm not questioning it. Just I wish that I could have said something to everybody back then, and they'd heard just one fucking thing. If I'd said anything in my life, one thing that we all could have understood and really, you know, had it sink in, because of all of us close friends, and I got a couple left. I mean, the kind that, you know, I got Homie and Weasel. Lurch is still kicking. Unbelievable. He needs a liver. Rosie, you know, I got a couple. I count them all in one hand now. Like I said, the kid got murdered a month ago. So now it's like down to one hand. Motherfuckers I even know. And it's like we don't talk. We're not like, you know, we're friends, I guess. And, you know, they say space and the time you go without talking and all that doesn't change being friends, and it don't. Because I get on the horn with, like, Homie, I hear from him once a fucking year nowadays. And him and I used to be best friends, like tight, you know. I ain't talked to him hardly in 2 years. So, but, you know, it's like, I wish this was said back in the day and we'd all let it sink in. You know, all of us tight friends, brothers. One of us will go to all the funerals. One of us won't go to any. And then there was going to be one of us that there'll be no one there. Ain't that some shit? I'm good with not having anyone there. I don't know if I'm not going to be that lucky, but I know it's not necessarily the lucky and the most fortunate one to be, because going to all them fucking funerals, I'm telling you, I've had enough of it. I don't even go to them now. You know, I don't. Not just because it's usually 1,000-mile drive, whatever direction. Just because it's not. I'll pay my respects my own way. don't want nobody at my funeral anyway. I don't even want a funeral. Anybody gonna do anything, just look. Scatter my ashes. 2 bodies of water. Fox River and Merle's Inlet. Maybe save a little for the old Guadalupe River here. Other than that, I don't have any wishes. If wishes were fishes, we'd all have a fry. When that day comes, it don't matter, does it? Keg on my coffin. Think of me ever so often. Have Losers Day parade for all my friends. Drink up life like a river until the dope man delivers. Smile and know I love you till the end. Oh, the end.